Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, to my community. It's always lovely to have you. We're taking a look at what the prominent energies are around you during this full moon and eclipse. I am taking a look at what is happening for my earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. We are taking a look at love, career, money, life path advice, and anything else that Spirit wants you to be aware of during this time. If you are new, welcome. Your guides have guided you here. I believe and I trust that you will benefit and that you will receive messages that will help you on your path. I'm High Priestess Elif. I channel most of my message, especially these kinds of messages. They are based on current energies and possible predictions, so I channel them. I'm a medium and I have Spirit here with me, bringing me messages in the form of visions, energy vibrations, many different things. It's my job to interpret it in a way that makes sense to you. I always ask that you settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east and west have their sacred flames burning. So take a few deep breaths, ask your guides and welcome your guides and keepers as you open yourself up to this reading. I start all of my readings with a meditation in which I open a channel for remote healing in the area of love, and in this case, career, life path and purpose for my subscribers. If you like my energy, go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you'd like to see more of my readings and become a part of this community, I welcome you. Okay, Capricorn. This came up for you when I did it's so, you cannot make this up. When I did your zodiac reading, this came up for you as well. You're at a place where or it was when I read the Capricorn, is your person a Capricorn? But you're at a place where you're re-evaluating success. What does this mean? You know, our beliefs, our mind, our ego, that's what I call it. The mind is like a computer system. We've created it along with our body so that we can use it, it can serve us, it can serve as part of our evolution when we come into this life experience. But many of us identify so much with the mind, with the program, that we think we are the program. Think about a computer system. If you're not constantly, which is your mind, if you're not constantly updating the program, deleting old data, and adding new data. If you don't update your program, eventually your computer is going to be of no use to you. It's going to be of no use to you. It's going to be of no use to your company. It's just going to be a waste of your time. You've got to be willing to update your programs as times change. We're in different times. Times have changed. You feel it in your body. You know it in every part of who you are. Things are not the same, and you, my dear, are not the same. Your beliefs, those which are old, the old programming is not going to serve you. It's causing a lot of resistance. It's causing dis-ease. It's causing pain, and it's causing stress in your experience when it's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be blissful. It's supposed to be satisfying. You've embarked on a new direction and you're evaluating your success, and evaluating that success is exactly that, updating the program. Beliefs that you've had about success and what they may be that have been passed down to you and that you have adopted from what you've witnessed or things that have been said or experiences that you may have had no longer serve, and you're going through a process of doing exactly that, updating the program. It is a spiritual process that you're going through. It is lining up what you know to be universal and ancient wisdom. It is your Akashic records that contradict that which you have accumulated as your data, as your beliefs, as your knowing in this 3D reality. Now you have to bring your 3D, your program, into harmony with the bigger version of who you are, which is an ancient being. A company's programs, systems, machinery have to be calibrated and programmed to do what the company's purpose is. There are beliefs that you have, there are habits of thought, there are paradigms that you still hold on to that are not in harmony with your purpose, with what it is you are meaning to create at this period of time and moving forward. Okay, so allowing yourself to update the program, to update the system, is going to help you to bring the part of you that is ancient, your Akashic records, your ancient wisdom, your spiritual wisdom, into harmony with your mind, with your beliefs, with your emotions, with that which you create in this 3D reality. Okay, what is happening for Capricorn in love? I see some movement for some of you. Some of you are moving towards something new and away from something old, or some of you are just moving into a new phase with your person. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Okay, so you've been working on wanting to establish and make a stable investment in a particular area. Someone that means a lot to you, someone that you really, really value and appreciate. You're emotionally connected here, and you're wanting to, there's still an air of instability. You're wanting to root this connection. You've been working on it. However, Spirit shows me that your idea of working on it has been a little bit blocked. It shows up in the reverse, and this Spirit is saying to me this is associated with your beliefs. Because even though your intent, and here's the thing, guys, my intention, look, intention always trumps over a long period of time. So inevitably you're going to get what you want. You're going to get what is best for you. But if you have beliefs that contradict them, then you have an emotion, a vibration that basically blocks it. Okay, and all you're doing with that is you hindering it, and you making the journey to what it is that is yours uncomfortable. So there are beliefs and fears and doubts and mindsets that you are very, very rooted in, that is what has been hindering this stable investment. There is a feeling that you're not fully in it. And perhaps recently, even though prior to this you thought your person is, there is a feeling that maybe they are also not feeling fully secure in it. It is this energy. As I said, some of you are moving away from something, from a third-party situation, towards the person that you've now come to realize is the person for you. Because you have started to line up with this new direction. This has shown up for you in early November, where you've started to automatically update, delete old programming, old beliefs that don't serve. For some of you, many of you, this is a third-party situation, and you're moving away from something in which you were previously quite invested, but you were still juggling a little bit, wanting to do the right thing. For some of you, take it as it resonates. This will be with regards to your person, but please know that now there is movement coming towards. There is movement happening. Capricorn is just slow. Steady, stable, So this is long term. It's worth the wait. But please know that there is movement. This programming is being undone. There is clarity, and it's passionate. It is intuitively guided. It is guided by powerful energy, lots of passion coming towards you, or you moving towards your person away from the old. Okay. What is happening for Capricorn with regards to finances, with regards to their money, and career or business, whatever it is that's going on for my Capricorn collective? What is it that Spirit would like for them to be aware of during this period of time? Okay. So there's been communication with regards to something here. Perhaps a new project, perhaps a change in career, perhaps a new position. Something that really excites you. Everything that has involved this back and forth communication has been positive, and you do have the tendency to ask yourself, well, is there a catch? Okay. But this is a very, very, and this is a very good, it's good. The energy behind it is great. You are being guided in this new direction, or in this direction, which is an evolved, it might not be something completely new, but it's different. It's a step up. It's movement. You might be in the same company, but it's movement. It might be the same business that you've been involved in, but there's movement. It's something new being added to it. Spirit shows that you are being divinely guided. You don't have to worry. Asking the question, what could be wrong here, activates the belief that something always has to be wrong. There always has to be a challenge before you can welcome into your life something that is good. And activating that belief is exactly what I'm talking about. It's that false premise, because now you're activating you're activating the energy of hindrance, the energy of challenge. You are going to create what it is you're looking for, and it's not necessary. You are being guided, you are protected, and your way is being lit. Letting go of the old is not easy. And in this new perspective that you are coming to find and meet within yourself, there's a lot of regrets about old things. Spirit is saying, I think this is exactly the same message that Spirit brought up the last time. It's not necessary. It's regarding a situation where you now realize you should have done better. You should have handled things differently. Let it go. Oh my goodness. This is so crazy. Sometimes I'm sure many people wonder if there's any truth to this, but this is I'm doing these messages, and so many of these full moon messages tie in with your November readings. You can't make this up. So if you've been offered a new position at work, take it. If you feel good about it in your energy, don't ask the questions about, but what could be wrong with it, because take it, okay? This situation, which still brings up a lot of sadness and grief for you, that you keep looking back upon, let it go. Everything happens for a reason. If you feel that you want to make things right, Spirit, what should Capricorn do? What would be the best plan of action with regards to the situation that still weighs heavy upon them? That is a reflection of the past. You're you're not even clear about what it is you want to do. You're going back and forth with regards to what it is you want to do, but the best thing you can do is what you feel is right. Okay? Just do what you feel is right so that you can let it go, because all is really well. Okay? It's something that weighs on you, and it's having an effect on your energy, and you need to move forward freely. Thank you, Spirit. What is it that Capricorn needs to know with regards to their life path? Okay, we'll take that one. Okay, so there's a surprise that's recently come to light, either in some way in your life, but it's been a bit of a shock for you, and you feel like it's unnerved you a little bit. Something's happened here, and you feel as though it could be the end of something, or it could be destructive. Spirit is showing me it's related to your connection or your relationship. What you need to understand is that the purpose of it is to challenge, to burn away your ego constructs. You're wondering whether or not you've made the right investment here with this person. It is challenging your ego more than anything else. Your ego's the problem, not your relationship, not the person. Yeah, and what it's done is it's pushed you further into your ego, into your mind about this. You're not in your heart space about it. You're thinking about money, you're thinking about investment, you're not in your heart space about it. So some of you, as I said in the beginning, you are moving away from something towards someone else, realizing that that is where you should have made your investment all along. Others of you, this is a challenge you are facing within your connection, where you are going to have to realize that the person is not a threat to you. Your ego is. This is a karmic cycle that you need to close, and this will move you in your relationship towards a new passionate beginning. And for the others, this moves you away from this old situation in which you finally come to realize that it's time to let go. Moving towards this new person who you've been in your ego about for a while, who you've really been hiding your emotions and your feelings about. The Wheel of Fortune has come in the upright. Your cycle is closed in this old connection, and you're moving towards this new connection. Okay, so your life path is very, very closely intertwined with this connection, which leads me to believe, Capricorn, that this is very possibly this is a soulmate or divine connections. Okay, let's get some more advice for Capricorn. Okay, so there's a situation in which you're feeling threatened, and Spirit is saying you need to you need to take a step back. It's time for you to be brave. Move in the direction that you know is right for you. Okay? There will be a tendency to want to move into your old habits of doing things where you detach and you pull away, and you just decide, let me just put it all down. This might not be for me. It has a very, very high price. Spirit is warning you against that. Remember, it's not the circumstances, it's not the people, it's not what you have that is the problem, it's your ego. That is what you need to surrender. Okay? Yeah. Something's definitely coming to an end for many of you. Going through a death and rebirth process, and it is either an old connection that you're moving away from to as you're going towards something new, or it is and at the same time it is the death and rebirth process that you're going through with your ego, so that you can rise as the phoenix in your own life experience. Okay. Allow yourself to draw on the energies around you, on nature, on the animals that come into your space. Think about how they live, how they do things. They're bringing you lessons, they're bringing you medicine. Just connect with nature. Okay, so Capricorn, that is your message. If any of you want to take a further look into what's been revealed to you, perhaps you want more guidance, you want a closer look, you can contact me. My email is in the description box below. Okay. Let's move on. We're moving on to Taurus. So Taurus, at the moment, the energies that are prominent around you, and what your guides and keepers are guiding you towards at the moment is just to boost your self-worth and your finances. You're feeling the need to develop a new relationship with money, a new relationship with yourself and your own sense of stability, realizing that you cannot obtain it through another. You cannot obtain it through others. It's something that you have to do for yourself. You're focused on practicalities, how you are doing things, the action of things at the moment, and what makes sense for you. You've started a brand new phase in your own evolution. So you're starting a new phase in your life. So what this means is, I'm not talking about a new phase as in move. There might be movement, but it's not predominantly about what is outside of you. It's the internal phases. So you know how we go through phases. We move from an infant to a toddler, then we develop into the child, and then the teenage phase, and then the adolescent phase, and adult, and so forth. So now we are the maiden, the mother, and then the crone. You see, that's what I mean. And as a male, you have your own phases. That's the phase that I'm talking about. Either moving into adulthood, or moving from being a young adult into marriage, or moving from being dependent, and identifying very much with the tribe and the family, into independence, something like that. Okay. And Spirit is saying you will have the financial support, you will have the financial abundance to meet whatever it is that you need. Okay? What is happening for Taurus in love during this period of time? Okay. So not a great period with regards to love. You've experienced deceit. You've experienced being used for who you are and for what someone could get from you. Someone in a very wounded energy, someone who has a very limited identity, still figuring out who they are, but you know what, just having that energy of deceit, betrayal, and you've experienced that. You've had some of that in relationship recently, and that's coming to a close. You're moving away from that. There's an end to that connection that's coming to play. And there is movement for many of you to another city, or to another town, or to another country, There is movement. You're starting a whole new cycle and closing out of the old. Anything else regarding this for Taurus? Yeah, there's definite movement. You're a little bit fearful, you're a bit reluctant about the movement, but you are being guided. You are being guided. It is basically happening for you. Just be easy, trust in your guides and your keepers. It's going to be better where you're going. Your idea of this person and what you've wanted to add to this person's life, whoever it may be for you. So this could be a lover, but it could also be a family member who you were very emotionally invested in. Okay, take it as it resonates. Your intentions were good to be of a positive impact to this person, and you're feeling as though you failed, and so the emotional impact that this has had on you is also about. That's why you are in the energy of boosting your self-worth, because it's affected your worth. It's affected your worth, your worthiness of being loved and of being enough. It was never your job to fix this person, and it's got nothing to do with how worthy of love you are. It's their stuff. The whole world can come together and give someone like this love, because they have low self-worth. They have a limited identity. They are going to take because they believe that they are empty and they have nothing to give. And they will have nothing to give because that is their belief. Okay? What is happening for Taurus in career and finances already? Spirit said that you don't have to worry about that. You will have what you need, the resources that you need. You will come to new clarity about what it is that you want to do with your time and with regards to career and money. And the base of your stability financially and in every way is you taking the time to fill your cups, to do the emotional work, to learn, to take the lesson that this person has taught you, which is, if I don't fill my cups, and I think it's other people's responsibility to make me happy and to make me feel whole and to make my world okay and to make my life better, then I will constantly deplete those who mean to love me, and I will have nothing to give, because it doesn't work that way. You have to fill your own cups. And those who come together, they know how to take care of themselves. They understand that their happiness and their emotional well-being is their own responsibility. Therefore, they overflow with love. And they come together. Now you have 2 or 3 or 4 people coming together, overflowing with love. And there's so much abundance. But it's not one person coming wanting to give the love, and then there's 3 people that's taking, and so everybody ends up empty. And that's the fundamental lesson that this has taught you. And so Spirit is saying, don't worry, you will be taken care of. Your work is to focus on taking care of your emotional well-being, making sure that you are taking care of yourself, that you learn how to fill your own cups, that you learn how to take care of your own happiness, to tend to your own garden. What is it that you want Taurus to know with regards to their life path? You will have many options before you. Okay? And you are nervous about making the wrong decision. Remember that you have guides and keepers constantly guiding you. And if you are in a healthy place, in an elevated vibrational place, which happens as a result of tending to your own garden, which is exactly what Spirit has highlighted is your work, is your only work. Everything else will be taken care of for you. This leads you to financial abundance and success and stability and independence. Okay. All is well All is well. You can be easy in the knowing that you can relax about this. You can allow yourself to be guided. You don't have to take any particular action. You will be intuitively guided, Taurus. Your spirit says your guides, your keepers, your ancestors. You have ancestors, loved ones on the other side that are guiding you and making sure that everything is smooth for you, everything is taken care of. You are incredibly loved. The universe says they've got you. Okay? So you can be easy about this. More advice for Taurus. Thank you. You will experience such well-being that you will call it a miracle. It's not a miracle. It is the natural state of our evolution. The only reason why so many people don't experience it and why we don't experience it for large parts of our lives is because we cut ourselves off from it. We pinch ourselves off from it. Not cut, because you can't cut yourself off from it. There are some cords you cannot cut, but we pinch ourselves off of it. Emotionally, you're struggling a bit. You're feeling the betrayal of what you've recently experienced. But you are whole and you are starting a new phase, stronger and better. Tend to your cups, tend to your garden. Don't allow this experience to make you believe that relationships are a battlefield and that it's use or be used, or that it's win at all costs, or any of those things. This is not who you are. And even though you've seen this in some scenarios, it's not even who those people are. It's just that they are so detached from who they really are that that's how they show up. Okay? Taurus, I trust that this has brought you the insight that you need moving forward. If you'd like to take a closer look into your situation, then you're welcome to contact me. My email address is in the description box below. We are moving on to Virgo. Virgo, you know that you reap what you sow. Take a nice deep breath. Feel your way into your reality right now. Do you like what is? And you might find aspects of what is to be not so nice, but perhaps the larger part of it is positive. Allow yourself to bask in that. That's what you've created. And Spirit says, if you want to move forward and create more well-being, you need to not focus on that 3% or that 30% that is not perfect, so that you can line up with the energy to do so as you move forward. There's a lot of abundance around you. You've done really well. That's what Spirit says. You've worked hard. Now you need to ask yourself the fundamental question, am I satisfied? Because if you're not feeling satisfied, it is because you need to finally come to the realization that it is easy for me to attract, it is easy for me to create the material things or the circumstances and the conditions. But in order for me to create the energy, the emotion, the joy, the happiness, the bliss, I need to start to activate the vibration of joy, happiness, and bliss whilst I'm sowing the seeds. Not only expecting to have that when I'm reaping the harvest. Whilst I'm on the journey, I need to find ways to be happy, to be easier, to be more appreciative of every aspect of what it is I'm experiencing, to bask in that joy. Okay. What is it that is happening for Virgo in love? What is it that Spirit wants Virgo to know with regards to love during this full moon period and moving forward? Wow. Okay. So this, it looks to me what Virgo is saying is what Spirit is saying, Virgo, that you've been focused on working hard. You're at a place where you want love, where you want the house, the home, the family, and Spirit says to me there is someone that you've had in your heart space that you believe is your happily ever after. You've been watching this person from a distance, and it's time that you move towards them. What is happening for Virgo with regards to career and money, finances, business, anything that they need to know during this time? Okay. A new passionate beginning, a new passionate contract, a new passionate opportunity, something that lines up with what sets your soul ablaze. It's time for you to move towards it. You might feel a little bit confused about certain decisions associated with it. Okay. For some of you, this is coming together with old projects or old partners or friends that you knew from the past that you're now starting to work with, or you're delving into a new project with. Go with what feels right, with what you trust, with what you... I see friendship, I see celebration. And I see that it feels right in your heart space. It might not necessarily tick all the boxes in your head, but it feels right in your heart space. You know, often we experience confusion. I see this confusion as the kind of confusion where you're trying so desperately to make the right decision that you over-analyzing, you're focusing in on the specifics too much, and then it just grows and expands and it becomes this big overwhelming thing that now you feel confused about. Take a step back from that and allow yourself to connect with what feels right for you, with what you know at its core is right for you. Allow your guides and keepers to take care of the specifics. Let's look at what Spirit wants you to be aware of with regards to your life path. Okay, so you're wanting to make a romantic gesture towards someone, but because of past experience, I'm just sensing apathy. It's as if you just feel like being so emotionally vulnerable and wearing your heart on your sleeve has just been a hindrance and a waste of your time and energy. It's like you've lost hope with regards to this. You need to give yourself the opportunity and the time to develop your emotions, to mature emotionally. And you have to do that by you've got to get out of your ego, which is basically where you've decided so many things about who you are in a relationship and how you are normally treated and what usually happens, and that's become the data that you live by now. You keep reactivating these old things. In order for something new to come into your life, the fact of the matter is, Virgo, you want love. You want this. You're pushing, you hiding from it, but you want it. It's the one thing that you want, and you're not going to feel fulfilled until you let it in, but you've got to become what you want first. So you've got to allow your heart chakra to open. You've got to stop activating the old stuff, and you've got to allow now what you see every day to become the new data that you store. Your experiences that you have now to become the new data that you store. Okay? Start to see life and your life and who you are from a place of love. Allow that to become the dominant energy in your life, and things will turn around. You have all of this, everything that it takes to have to have the happily ever after inside of yourself. You've got it bottled up. You've got it reserved as though you're afraid of it. You're hiding it. Let it out. Release that. You have the stability. You have the inner stability. You have you have the financial abundance. You have everything that you need to offer this person. The happily ever after. But you're cold in your kingdom. You're feeling cold. There's no warmth there for you. And you find little things to block out the cold, the extreme cold, so that it's bearable from time to time. But you can let this person in, you can let love in, and they will be the sunshine in your kingdom. And it won't be cold anymore. Okay, that is your message. If it resonates, please comment, let me know how. If you want to get a personal reading because you want to take a closer look into your situation, get some much needed questions answered, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. My earth signs, do what is best for you. Love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye now.